I'm in danger.
Happy 2025! We made it! So, this is the first video of the year. Isn't that exciting? So, I thought I'd start off 2025 with a wish list, of course. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the dolls that I would love to purchase at some point. Doesn't necessarily have to be this year, but they're definitely on my wish list. This is my current wish list, basically. And then I also want to talk about my Grail dolls in this video. So, and how I differentiate the two is that wish list dolls are dolls that are easily attainable, that I could go into eBay and purchase them, no problem. They're not super expensive or hard to find. Whereas Grail dolls, to me, are dolls that are either like super crazy expensive or just like you can't find them anywhere, or they pop up like so infrequently on the secondhand market that you have to like jump at them to get them. So yeah, surprisingly my Grail list hasn't grown or shrank since last year, because I've actually gotten a few of my Grail dolls, but I've also added some more to them. So yeah, it's about the same amount as last year. So we'll talk about those. So let's just talk about those first, and then we'll get into the wish list dolls. And these are in no particular order. So the first Grail doll I want to talk about is Jude Devereaux, the Raider Barbie and Ken romance novel dolls. So these are based on those cheesy romance novel covers where you have this like big hulking, like muscular guy with like long hair with his like button-up shirt like ripped open, and the lady is like in his arms, like kind of like doing one of these like, oh, thank you for saving me poses. So yeah, it's just funny. The whole idea is funny. So the fact that there's a Barbie set of that is hilarious, and I love it so much. So this one is on my Grail list because I'm only interested in the Ken doll, obviously, and he rarely goes up on sale by himself, and when he does, he's kind of on the pricier side, so that's why he's a Grail doll. I love him for obvious reasons. He's got long hair. He's also on a like a more muscular body, like more muscular than I think I've seen on a Ken doll, like almost like action figure body. So that's why I'm kind of like very, very interested in this doll. So hopefully, maybe one day I'll be able to get him. The next doll on my Grail list is the Sweet Dreams Bratz Felicia doll. So if you don't know, Felicia is my favorite Bratz doll character, and I am trying to get all of her dolls. I don't know if that's ever going to be possible. She doesn't have a ton of dolls, honestly. I don't know. I haven't checked the database for that necessarily, but I know she has very limited amount of dolls. It's just the fact that they are very expensive, like very expensive. I don't think they're so much hard to find. I think it's the cost thing. But this doll is kind of like something that I just want to collect just to complete a collection. I'm not like super like, oh my god, I love this outfit, or I love the way she looks. So it's more of I just want to collect it to say like I have another Felicia. So that's kind of why it's on my Grail list, if that makes sense. So staying on the theme of Bratz Felicia, she also has a Big Babies Bratz doll. And this one is also insanely expensive. Like we're talking close to like $1,000 expensive. So it's crazy how expensive it is. So and that's why she is also on this list. The next doll is a Dazzle doll. This is the Ace doll. I feel like I did a video on the smaller fashion dolls. They're like 4 inches, and they most of them come on blister packs. And this particular doll is very hard to find, very expensive for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a thing where because he's a male doll that they didn't make many of him or something. I don't know, but really expensive, really hard to find. But I would love to have him in my collection. The next doll on my Grail list is this Moschino set, or particularly the one doll. So again, similar with the romance novel situation. This one is on the Grail list because it's rare that just the Ken doll is on sale because they are a set. But I actually recently came across him on sale on eBay, sold separately for like, it was like kind of a crazy price, but not like insanely crazy. I don't know what your level of crazy versus insanely crazy is, but I kind of wish I bought him, but I decided to pass just because it was like a little past my comfort level as far as pricing goes. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about this set. This set has been on my list for a while, and it will stay on my list until I get him. But yeah. And then the last doll on my Grail list is the Halloween Haunt Barbie, which if you know, you know. Halloween Barbie, vintage Barbie. It's like everything about this doll. I would so love to have this doll. Like, but again, she's very hard to find. She's very expensive. And yeah, I don't know, one day, I feel like out of all these Grail dolls, like if I could get her, I would be the happiest boy in the world. But yeah, she will forever and always be on my Grail list. So there's that. Okay, on to the wish list. So this list is a lot longer just because they're more easily attainable. So we're gonna start with the non-Kens. I do have a separate section for Kens, surprisingly or not surprisingly. But the first doll I want to talk about is it's a Barbie, so it's technically not Ken. It's the Halloween Barbie and Kelly. This was also on my list from last year. I think this is the first Halloween Barbie set that came out, and it's just so cute. It's so wholesome and adorable, and I know I could just buy it and get it over with, but I just haven't done it yet. But yeah, the set is so cute. The next doll on the wish list is this Adonis doll. This is the Perfect Lover Querelle Sailor doll, and I love the way this doll looks. I love the black and white color scheme. He just looks like super like cool. He's kind of got that 50s, 60s kind of vibe about him, and I've definitely seen him on sale here and there. He's like borderline Grail doll for me because he's always like really expensive, but like almost like borderline expensive. So I don't know, but I just put him on my wish list because I could see myself buying him one this year for sure. The next doll is a Tae Yang doll, and this kind of goes with the next doll I'm going to talk about, but I kind of love this scale of doll. I think it's really cute. And I'm always looking for different types of dolls to add to my collection, not just like the 1/6 scale, but variety is, I love variety. So any kind of different type of male doll that I can get my hands on, I'm gonna try too. So, and Tae Yang is definitely fits that bucket. So to go along with the Tae Yang doll are Blythe dolls. I know there are definitely male Blythe dolls. I just don't know. I haven't figured out where to get them or where to get legit Blythe dolls, because if you go onto eBay, I just never know. Like, so I need to do some research on Blythe dolls specifically, because you can also get them on like Temu or AliExpress or something, but I don't know if they're like legit or not. But yeah, if you have any suggestions on Blythe dolls, or like where to go to just like read up on Blythe dolls, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to do a little more research on them. Next up, we have the Cher doll. This is the Cher Bob Mackie doll from the 80s. I mean, I'm sure there are maybe others from the 80s, but this is the Turn Back Time where she's in her leather outfit. I love this doll so much. It's not the... I initially wanted the Cher doll that was featured in the Will and Grace episode, where she's in that like kind of like lavender number, but this one specifically I really love. So yeah, she's on my wish list. The next doll on my wish list is Trey from Flavas. I don't have any Flavas dolls, and these were on my list last year, I feel like, so I would love to get one of these finally this year. This is Trey. I think he has a few dolls, but this one in particular is the one that I'm most interested in. So hopefully I can find him and add him to my collection. And the last non-Ken doll from the wish list is this Moxie Boys doll. So I'm trying to think if I have a Moxie doll. I don't think I do, but regardless, I think this one is cute, and I would love to have him in my collection. Okay, so let's talk about some Kens on my wish list. I'll start with the more modern ones, and then we'll go to the vintage ones. So the first modern one is the Rebelde, I think I'm saying that right, Rebelde doll, which is from they're a music group. I know nothing about them, but all I know is that this particular Ken doll is a version of the Dreamtopia Royal Prince Ken doll that is not available in the US for some strange reason, but he's the one with the curly hair. Definitely my top 3 Ken doll face sculpts, but he's just the brunette version. So I would love, love, love to have him. I just can't find him at a reasonable price. Typically he goes for like, I don't know, $80, $90, which is like, I can't bring myself to spend that much money for this particular doll. So I'm like constantly keeping an eye out for this guy. But yeah, he's definitely one of those like, again, almost like Grail level dolls, just because I've been looking for him for so long. So yeah, if you have a connection or know where I can get him for a reasonable price, and when I say reasonable, I would say like $40, $30, I don't know, nothing over 40 for sure. But yeah, so let me know. So the other modern day Ken is this shaving Ken, which is from 2018. Now I don't really care about the playset aspect of it. It's more about the actual doll himself, because if you don't know, I do have a collection of shaving Ken dolls, and I'm almost done with the collection. I think I'll need to do like a full like scrub of the internet to make sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm very, very close. So it's this one that I need, and then I did get a secondhand Sport and Shave Ken from the 70s, I believe, but he's not in such great condition, so I'm gonna try to get him in box at some point. But so I think there's only 2 that I need. So it's this one and the Sport and Shave in box, or maybe a better condition one. But yeah, I would love to complete this collection and then potentially make a video about all of my shaving Ken dolls. All right, on to the vintage Kens that I would love to get my hands on. So the first vintage Ken doll on my wish list is this talking Brad doll from 1970. First of all, I don't have a Brad doll in my collection, period. So I would love to have a Brad doll. Number 2, I don't have a talking Ken doll from this time period. And I know I feel like there are a few talking Kens from the 70s. So I would love to kind of have one of these in hand. So he is my first one. The next doll is from 1971. This is the live action Ken. So this one allegedly moves on its own, maybe, or like you help it move. I don't know. I'm not sure what the mechanics are of this doll, but again, I would love to have this. I love a good gimmick on a doll, and specifically from the 70s, 80s, like any like vintage gimmick is like extra special for some reason to me. So yeah, I would love to add him to my collection. So along the same lines as the last one, this one is from 1972. This is the Walk Lively Ken, So again, he has some kind of like walking feature, whether that's on his own or aided by you pushing him or something. I don't know how it works, but I would love to have him. The next doll is from either 1975 or 1976. I'm not sure what year, but this is the Now Look Ken. And I have a doll, I have one of these Kens similar. He's got a similar hairstyle, and I'm like blanking on which Ken this is, but I do love the way this looks. I actually really love the packaging on this one. The illustrations are so good on these older Ken dolls, but yeah, I would love to have him in my collection. Next up, we have Superstar Ken from 1978. So this kind of complements the Superstar Barbie, obviously, and yeah, I don't know. I like his cool blue outfit. He just looks like another cool dude. And again, with the packaging, with the illustrations, I think they're so great. The next doll is from 1980. He is a roller skating Ken. I love this outfit so much. It is very roller skatey. I don't know. I love the short. Anytime they dress Ken in like short shorts is like I can't resist the short Ken. It's just so funny and adorable, and he comes with skates, so I love that idea so much. The next doll is from 1981. This is Disco Ken. I can't. The outfit alone speaks for itself. I love a sheer shirt. The shirt is so sheer, and I love it so much. If I could just find the outfit, that would be amazing. So yeah. The next doll is from 1983. This is Horse Lovin' Ken. And again, his outfit is everything. I love that he has a fur vest. I just love the way he looks. He just looks great. Like the whole red color scheme. He's a cowboy. And yeah, it's so good. It's so good. The next doll is from 1984. This is Malibu Ken, but this is Black Ken, which I had no idea, and maybe this is like me being dumb, but I had no idea there was a Black Ken. I know there was a Black Barbie, but I guess you rarely hear about Black Ken, or I've never heard of Black Ken, but they came out with a Black Ken in the 80s, and I don't have him, and I would love to have him in my collection. And I know it's not just Malibu Ken, but there were other Black Kens in the Barbie line, so I would be happy with any Black Ken, honestly. And along the same lines, in 1984 we have another Malibu Ken, but this has a Latino face sculpt, which I don't have either, so I would love to have one of these in my collection as well. This next doll from 1985 is Sea Lovin' Ken. This outfit is amazing. The crop top, it sells it. The crop top, and then the pants. I don't know what cut these pants are, but they are amazing. And yeah, he's so good. Again, if I could just find the outfit, I'd be happy with that. And then the last vintage Ken on my wish list is from 1986. This is Dream Glow Ken. I love his outfit is like whatever. It's the gimmick part of it that I love. I think his cummerbund glows in the dark or whatever, and there are like stars on his vest. But I especially actually would love the Dream Glow Barbie, because I think I remember playing with that Barbie at some point as a child with my cousin, and I think having her in my collection. So maybe I should add her to my wish list as well. But specifically the Ken, obviously, but I wouldn't mind having the Barbie as well. So yeah, that was my 2025 wish list and Grail list. As of right now, I'm sure I'm going to be adding to this list throughout the year. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out there into the universe, so that the universe can be good to me and get me some of these dolls. So let me know if any of these dolls are on your wish list. in the comments below. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. I hope you're having a lovely whenever you're watching this, and I will catch you next time.